Behold! 'Tis I, the dopamine of Bunny. Hi, everybody! I was at a convention this weekend and it was very fun. But I'm back and we're gonna stream a little. So, as the name of the stream suggests. Also, by the way, hello, X-Dragon. Yes, I am 1 minute early. I feel like you should I was about to say you should raise your standards, and then I went, no, it's me. You should definitely keep them that low. And hello, M4. And anyone else who is here and has not chatted yet, hello to you all. But yeah, as the title of my stream suggests, I came home with a trophy. And I don't mean a figurative trophy. I mean a literal trophy. I should have probably grabbed it so I could show you guys, but I didn't think about that, and now I don't feel like getting it. But for those of you who didn't know, I was at SakutaCon this weekend, and I competed for the very first time in a cosplay competition. Now, that being said, it comes with a little asterisk because I was doing a performance-only entry, meaning the actual cosplay itself was not being judged. This is mostly because I didn't make enough of my own cosplay for it to even qualify for a competition, like a construction competition, that is. But I did compete in the performance category. Me and DJ Brownie were dressed as Calcifer and Howl, which you guys have seen before. And yeah, we did a waltz and a Viennese waltz to the song Merry-Go-Round of Life, which is the like main song, the opening number. I don't know. The like theme song of Howl's Moving Castle. And it was honestly, so we get to the competition. First of all, like the day before the competition, we realize we should slow down our music. And so we email the coordinator. We're like, we know this is way past the deadline, but can we submit a new version of the song that is literally the exact same, just 10 seconds slower? Because that's all we needed, just 10 seconds slower. And they're like, we can try, but at this point, it's on the tech people. It's out of our hands. It's on the tech people. So I'm like, okay, if you can try, we'd be super grateful. So we get to the competition, and they're like, so by the way, the stage is about a third like less deep than we were originally expecting. So sorry, but yeah. So we're like, hey, can we check out the stage? Because we're like, we need to take a look at this stage. So we get up onto the stage, and this stage is carpeted. It's not good for dancing. So we were attempting a little bit of our choreo on the stage and absolutely slip and sliding all over, not slip and sliding, the opposite. We were sticking, because the bottom of our dance shoes is like it's like a little bit of a fabric. It almost reminds me of pleather, but no, that's not suede. It reminds me of suede. It's not suede. I don't know what it is, but it like reminds me of suede. So it's like a little grippy because it's designed to work on hardwood floors, dance floors. And yeah, it's like doing tap dance in grass. It's awful. And so they get us on the stage, and the stage is carpeted, and we're like, so we had a standing spin at the end of our dance, and we attempt this standing spin, and it just physically does not work. So a standing spin is pretty much where the follow me is on one foot, and the lead, DJ Brownie, is essentially turning me so that we can do a spin. It's very like momentum driven. It looks really pretty when it's done well. And we attempted that on this stage, and no, like I stuck immediately the minute I tried to go up onto my foot the way that you need to for it. Stuck immediately. And we're like, that was the finale of our dance, was the standing spin. So we're like, okay, scratch that. We're gonna have to re-choreograph the end of this dance. And what's more, we tried blocking the dance on the stage, did not fit. So we also, essentially, long story short, there were two versions of our dance. We didn't know which one was being played, so we were just gonna have to walk up on stage and figure it out in the moment which of our two audio files they were playing, because they never told us if they successfully switched it or not. So we're like, it could be the fast audio, it could be the slow audio. We do not know. So we had to go up there and just dance to whatever they played. And we had to re-choreograph about half of our dance, including the ending. Like, our big finale at the end had to be completely re-choreographed. Other bits also had to be re-choreographed, but they were like smaller changes. Like, oh, well, we need to, like, instead of doing this part across the, like, diagonal, we need to put it directly across the front, which then means we're in a different spot than we thought we were going to be, so we'll have to like curve this one. They did have a catwalk, which was kind of fun, so we actually danced like onto the catwalk, which was really cool. So all of this was an absolute mess. We get out onto the stage for our dance, and it was genuinely one of the worst performances I have ever put out into the world. It was such a mess. And, you know, there were a lot of different reasons for this. Part of which was everything I just described to you. But also we got a little unlucky because the way that the sound system was, the low notes of the music were really easy to hear, but the high notes were very, very hard to hear, just the way they had the sound balancing. And if you've ever listened to the song Merry-Go-Round of Life, those high notes are like the ones that you need to hear. That's what we like choreograph to. So like our big hits, our moments, our like timing was like all based off of those high notes that we couldn't hear. So literally I entered the stage about a measure late because I didn't even know the music had started yet, because those first few notes were up like in the high register. So I just didn't even know our music was playing. And so I didn't enter the stage. And then when I thought the music was playing, I thought it was the beginning of the song. And so I started the beginning of our choreo, entering the stage as planned. And then all of a sudden, like about a measure early, or what I thought was a measure early, because I was measure late, was like a hit I was supposed to do. And I like wasn't there. And I was like, oh, so I just kind of like, like, and so, oh my God. And there were like a couple more of those moments that it was just like, we couldn't really hear the music. The carpeting was being weird. It was an absolute dumpster fire. But we tried to sell it. Thank you for the hydrate. Let me pause my story for a moment to read chat. For those of you who just popped in, we were telling the story of my cosplay contest, performance only, not construction, but my first ever cosplay contest that happened just yesterday. But yeah, like tap dancing in grass, very difficult. Just popping in to say hi before you go buy groceries. Hello, I'm a cheeseburger. Welcome in. Hi. I'm glad you popped on to say hi. Congrats on the engagement. Thank you. And happy Bunny Day. Yeah. Happy Bunny Day. Happy Easter for those who celebrate. Happy just fun bunny snacks day for anybody who doesn't. And yeah, so it's like basically my day. Yeah. Which convention was this? This was SakuraCon, the anime convention. It's probably one YT. Wait, what? YT? YouTube? Huh? I don't know what you're saying there. You've been so stressed and drained over a lot of stuff. You can relax for a long while. Yay! Come hang out. Yeah, we were intending to stay very late yesterday at the convention because, you know, there's like fun late night stuff. And we didn't stay very late Friday night knowing we were going to have to compete on Saturday. So our original plan, YouTube? Yeah, that other platform I was on. Yeah. I am on YouTube. But wait, I'm confused by the context. It's probably one YouTube? I don't get it. Unless there's a typo. I'm confused still. I very easily forget the context of things I'm saying, especially when I'm in the middle of a story and I'm not reading chat because I'm a bad streamer. Okay. But yeah, I was at SakuraCon. Great convention, loved it. If we want to see Bunny's contest dance. Yes, so another con goer did film it. I am trying to get it from that person. So I will have video recording. Because of the absolute dumpster fire I just described, I'm a little hesitant to post it on YouTube. I might still post it anyway, but I'm hesitant. Wait, you found it already? Wait, it's on YouTube? Oh, God. Cool. Wonderful. I am so glad that is on the internet for everyone to enjoy. So yeah, you can go watch it. Darth over here works for the NSA. Yeah, all right. You could share that. You could share that, PJs. I may not watch it because I'm not sure I want to see the dumpster fire that was my cosplay performance, but you guys are welcome to share that link in chat and go watch it. That is fine. Oh, it was such a mess though. But yeah, so we walk off the stage and me and DJ Brownie are just like, we are in shock at how terrible it was. We are just in absolute shock. Like literally, I just go like sit on the ground. I'm like, I just need to like sit. And so I was like over by myself, just being like, And now some people were like very, very nice. They were like, oh my gosh, that was so good. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to ballroom dancing, it looks very impressive if you don't know what you're looking at. So people were like, it was so beautiful. It moved me to tears. And we're like, thanks. It was hot garbage. We didn't actually say that, obviously. We took the compliments graciously. At least I hope they came across graciously. But it's just like one of those things where it's like, if you know what you're looking at, you would go, oh God, that was awful. But if you don't know what you're looking at, you go, that was beautiful. So we did get like a lot of compliments. To be fair, the audio here doesn't sound great. Well, it didn't sound great on stage either. But yeah, so it was fun. And we actually did end up winning our category. So we were, the way they split it up is there are cosplay, so they have construction awards and performance awards. So like I mentioned, we did not even sign up for construction. They were not judging our cosplay. They were only judging our performance. So they have different categories for construction. I won't get into that because it's irrelevant to this part of the story. But they have some awards for construction, and then they have some awards for performances. And so they split it up by like type of performance. There are 3 categories: comedy, drama, and musical. And so ours was considered a musical entry because we're doing dance. And so we did actually win the musical category of the performance, which was awesome. We were not expecting to. Yeah, we were, after that like absolute mess, we're like, yeah, no, there's no way. But we did end up winning, which was very awesome. And so, you know, when we get called out to do awards, we did a fun little dance thing. Because in dance, so take a step back for a moment. So at the end of ballroom dancing competitions, there's a thing at the end of the dance called a presentation, where essentially you just take a bow. That's really what it is, but it's a very fancy way of taking a bow. And so we're like, heck yeah, if we win an award, we're gonna go up and do like a ballroom presentation. And so we did. It was very fun. We walked up there, we did our little presentation, we bowed. Yeah, and then we were like standing up on the stage because, you know, they had all of the winners like stand up on the stage and do stuff. It was fun. And then Bunny proceeds to dab on stage. Yeah, me and my first dance partner, we had this little handshake that we did every time we walked off the dance floor, and it always ended in a dab. So, yeah, that was the thing. But okay, wait, what was I saying? But yeah, so they get to Best in Show, which is obviously the highest prestige in the thing, because essentially the people who are eligible for Best in Show have to do both construction and performance. And so you essentially have to have a flawless a flawless construction and a great performance to be considered best in show. So they bring out the best in show. Very awesome. Did it make you want to start dancing again? Yeah, I never stopped wanting to dance. There are reasons I don't dance anymore, but I never actually like stopped wanting to dance. I still would love to dance. I won't go through all the reasons I'm not dancing at the moment. But yeah, no, like of course it made me want to keep dancing again. I never stopped wanting to dance again. But yes, no, it was very fun. I was like, we can't ballroom dance. So it also made me want to do more cosplay competitions, but I'm like, we can't ballroom dance every year. That's not fair. Because I'm just like, again, I'm like, being like pretty gosh darn good collegiate level dancers put onto a stage of cosplayers, it's a little hard not to win. You know? Because, like, it looks very impressive if you don't know what you're looking at. So I'm like, it feels a little unfair to, like, do dance every year. Only slightly rigged, yeah, exactly. So we're probably gonna keep doing cosplay competitions. We won't dance every year, but this definitely will not be the last time we dance. But yeah, so they call out best in show and they bring out this beautiful trophy and we're like, oh! And so me and Brownie are like, well, actually, I think I turned to Brownie and I'm like, yeah, no, we're gonna win best in show sometime so I can get that freaking trophy. I think it's awesome. So we're like, cool. They had to stay on stage a little longer, take pictures and stuff, all that good stuff. As we walk off stage, Brownie left the stage in one direction because he put his glasses over there and he had to go grab them. So I walk off the direction of the stage you're supposed to walk off. And I walk down, I'm still kind of a little bit in a haze. I'm like, and I like walk around and somebody's like, oh, hey, like entry number 49. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, here's your trophy. And I was like, huh? And they're like, yeah. They're like, it's exactly the same as the best in show trophy. It just says musical winner. And I was like, huh? And they're like, yeah, we just couldn't hand them all out on stage because they're really heavy and like, you know, it's just not worth it. So we got ours in like a little box. And I was like, I didn't know we were winning anything. I thought it was like a crisp high five and bragging rights. And then we walked home with a trophy. So I like grabbed this trophy and I think the best word to describe my movements is scamper. So I scampered over to DJ Brownie and I'm like, babe. And I like put it down and I'm like, trophy! And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, we got the trophy. So now we have the trophy sitting in our living room at the moment, currently amidst all of the cosplay stuff because I was altering my, I made some slight adjustments to my house for cosplay for the purpose of this performance, just because I thought it would look better on stage. And I was doing that literally the night before the performance. So, you know, classic. And now there is a big trophy sitting amidst the stuff. So yeah, one sec. I am gonna click on this link because although I don't want to watch it. Okay, I'm not watching it, but I want to at least like have it available. Oh god. Do they even have the awards at the end? They do have the awards at the end. So if you want to see what I was talking about in terms of the presentation, we were like the third to last award or something. Okay, sorry. I like our little award. Yeah, bunny zoomies, exactly. Did you do the Go Insane dance for accepting your trophy? I don't know what the Go Insane dance is. I'm sorry. As someone who has no idea about ballroom dancing, which is probably like 99% of the audience, I could tell you had a timing issue. Oh yeah, we had a timing issue. We had lots of timing issues because we didn't know we didn't know which of the two, if it was gonna be the slow version or the fast version. And so I thought it was the fast version playing because I was like, shoot, I didn't get to my point in time. And I was like, ah! So yeah, we had timing issues. But you could not tell we had a timing issue. Really? I thought you said you could not tell. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that's good. That means they probably couldn't tell. It was cute, though. The judge, I mean, you can see if you look at the yeah. the awards at the end. That, you know, the person giving the award was very sweet. She's like, as somebody who loves Dancing with the Stars, like, she's like, I'm gonna give you, which is funny because I've never actually watched Dancing with the Stars, so I didn't quite get the reference, but I'm sure it was very nice. But she did say, she's like, you had very good extensions. I was like, thanks. That is actually a ballroom word, so thank you. But yeah, no, it was really fun, and it does make me want to compete a little more. I do want to, at some point, put together a cosplay that is, like, something that is enough made by me that I can submit it into a cosplay competition. Because most of the stuff I make right now, I mean, it's not made from scratch. And now, technically, these costumes do not have to be made from scratch, but you can only be judged on what you make. So, like the closest thing I probably have, well, actually, the closest thing I probably have is my Calcifer cosplay. But that thing is so jank. Like, I love it. It's fun. But, like, it's not winning any competitions. It's so jank. But yeah. So that's my story of the cosplay convention. The other thing I wanted to mention, so lots of fun, really good cosplays out there. For those of you who have seen Has Been Hotel, which I did finally watch, that we actually, me and DJ Brownie binged the entire season on the flight to Japan 3 weeks ago. So I've now finally seen Has Been Hotel, and oh my god, I'm obsessed. I'm probably going to try to cosplay something from there. Although those are, like, really hard to cosplay, but whatever. Girl can dream. A lot of really good Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss cosplays. Probably the best one I saw was actually a Millie from Hell of a Boss. Like, full body paint, pretty immaculate costume, complete with the enormous axe. It was excellent. And the other thing that I thought was very relevant is I actually saw 3 Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney cosplayers. 2 of them were very clearly, like, cosplaying together as Phoenix and Edgeworth, which was fun. And then I also saw somebody cosplaying Mia, which was really fun. Wait, Maya? Maya or Mia? See, now I'm forgetting which one's which. The younger one, the one that didn't die. Her. So that was really fun. I was like, I would not have noticed this cosplay before, but now I do because I've played the game. The other interesting gaming cosplay that I actually saw 2 of this year was the girl from Needy Streamer Overload, which I definitely want to play. That one's going to be great. I'll probably play it in Florida because I'm sure it doesn't have too much, like, use up power. Anywho, cool cosplays. Lots of great cosplays. The winners of the cosplay contest, I thought all of their cosplays looked amazing. Very fun. And yeah. So that's that. I should probably get into this game because I was hoping to finish it today. Yeah, so I know we're doing things slightly out of order. We are playing some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney today. DJ Brownie has some, like, work he has to do. He's catching up on some stuff from, like, you know, while we were gone in Japan. So he was not available to stream today because we would normally play It Takes Two. So we're going to play some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney instead. Sound cool, peeps? I hope so, because that's what we're going to do, and you guys don't have any say in it! Yeah. That's all. So yeah, if you... Q-will. So yeah, if you're interested, go check out the video. I can't even read that M4. Your fingers did not line up correctly. I can tell. Okay, wait. If your fingers didn't line up correctly, were you trying to say... So an M... MP. So N-O probably. N-O-I-D-O-N-T. Oh, no, I don't want to. I got you. I got you. Because your left hand was shifted once. That's pretty impressive, actually. Like, to like... type out the word perfectly if your hand is shifted just one. One sec, my stream needs to, there we go, decide that I'm actually playing a game. Whew. Also, I'm very proud of myself for not spending very much money at this convention. I got one figurine and a pin. So the pin is so cute. I really like the pin. Ah, absolutely. Also, hello, dragon, and welcome to being first. That's really funny. You still have to look at your hands. Fair. And thank you for the hydrate. Sorry, I'm all shifty. I've been on my feet a lot the past 3 days, and so it's making it hard to be like comfortable sitting. So I apologize if I'm a little fidgetier than usual. I'm assuming you would like the cat ears. Please correct me if I am wrong. Left hand was on point, but the right was off by one. Ah, I see. I see now. Uh-huh. Yeah. Heck yeah! Boop. Yeah, went to some cool panels at the convention as well. None I would like, I don't know, point out or anything. They were cool. I liked them. Just classic convention panels. Load the save game. Yep. Okay, so this is... Okay, wait a minute. What is happening in this game? This is the Edgeworth case. All right, well, trial by fire, I guess, because I don't remember what's happening. It's been like 3 weeks. So hopefully we can figure this thing out. All right, let's get my voice acting on. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. Okay. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. His dream was that he killed his dad? As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No. So he did accidentally kill his own father? Only 3? Yeah, I think it's only 3 weeks. I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute whatever, of the limitation so close. Bruh. Okay, let's talk more, because I don't even know what's happening anymore. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Miss Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, and died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Huh? Wow, I am so incredibly lost. This is gonna be a rough trial. All right, let's talk about the spirit medium. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
And that's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. Defendant's lawyer goes out of town for a few weeks and then comes into court. Oh crap, I don't remember anything about this case. Yup, pretty much. I'm like, yeah, can you just like remind me everything that's happened so far? But a possibility nonetheless. Okay. Cool. Detention center? Okay. Criminal Affairs Department. Okay, nobody here to talk to. Okay. I'm just like running around trying to trigger something. What to do? What do you think we should do now, Maya?
You know, you would know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work.
Oh, that's so helpful. Well, have any good ideas?
This is all tied to the DL6 incident. We'd better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow.
Something that happened back then had a hold on Edgeworth and it won't let go. Okay. Do we have more about the DL6? Okay, so we gotta learn about the DL6 incident. Okay. Location, elevator, district courthouse. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues found on the scene. Victim data, Gregory Edgeworth, age 35. Defense attorney trapped in elevator, returning from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Fired twice. That seems unlikely. Court bailiff trapped in elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation after his arrest. Fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Oh, that's unfortunate. Parrot's name is Polly. His fiance was named Polly. I think that pretty much solidifies that what's his face was Yanni or Yanis or whatever its name is. Okay. Okay. I want to present this to him, see what that does.
Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, he angry now. He angry. Revenge on me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get the revenge on the two men who blah, blah, blah. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men
meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent.
Okay, I think we had already done that, but it was a good refresher. I kind of want to go back here. Can we? Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh?
His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Oh, wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Well, not Miles Edgeworth. Not Yanni Yogi, so it's gotta be Manfred von Karma, right? It's like process of elimination.
Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who was told that the one who why can't I say this line? The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was
correct. Manfred von Karma himself. Man, that guy just hand wrote a note, didn't even type it. Pfft.
What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
Prosecutor von Karma. If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. But how could von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. I want to know about this trial.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe! You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to Deal 6?
I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
It's called manslaughter. Excuse you. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But, Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again.
The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand.
The police materials. Okay. Let's go to Criminal Affairs Department. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yeah, he just arrived, actually.
Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry.
All right, let's go to the records room.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Interesting. This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murdered weapons. Others are question marks. Just looks like random junk. Nick, what do you think this clothespin is for? Don't touch that. It's evidence. It looks like there are files inside this glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside.
Nick, it's locked.
They must keep important case files in there. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room, too. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity.
Nick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me.
Here are the files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow, these are all case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases.
I guess my sister's case report is in here too, quietly gathering dust.
Aw, you poor thing. What? I thought that was gonna be the thing we needed. Oh, the one that's open. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking at it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases.
Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty.
What? What are you doing here?
Eek! Von Karma!
You? How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. All right, let's chat with him.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me, a grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to you or your otherwise perfect trial record?
So, you did.
But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, he will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right.
So, Von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6 in court tomorrow. Alright. I don't think I want to present anything to him. No, let me just present this. Fool. You think a prosecutor would give you a defense attorney information? Bah! Creep. Okay, fair enough. He's not gonna... Yeah. Okay, let's go back to Grossberg. Huh? Now I'm confused. This large drawer is half open. The label on the drawer reads unsolved cases evidence. All the stuff in here looks like random junk. Only the evidence for the Deal 6 incident is missing. I can guess who took it too. Von Karma. Okay, I know he said he wasn't gonna give us stuff, but maybe I can scare him into talking by giving him this? Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He is a fool. Dude is so creepy, right? And he looks extra creepy today for some reason. I told him to burn it after he read it.
Huh? So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter?
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What? Nick, what is that thing?
Oh, he's got a taser.
A stun gun for self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now, give me the letter.
No.
No! What are you...
Nick, run! Ah!
Oh, poor Maya.
Maya! Out of my way.
Wow, Maya just like sacrificed herself and he didn't even take the time to run. Lame. I mean, I know she didn't like die or anything, but still, she like willingly got tased and he didn't even take advantage of the yeah.
Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. Andy took the DL6 evidence, all of it.
They should have made like a photocopy of that letter.
Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! Huh? The letter, did he take it? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, Maya! Maya? Grr, there has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What's that, a bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember, Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him.
Yay! Stashed in a pocket. Still bears clear ballistic markings.
I'll prove it to you, Maya.
You're most definitely not useless.
I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.
All right. Not enough sunscreen? Yeah, clearly. All right, very good. So my guess is that they're gonna show that the bullet in Gregory Edgeworth's heart was not the one fired from the gun that his son had. It was fired from a different gun. I think that's what it's gonna do. December 28th. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things.
What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder.
I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. I don't think that's how it works. I don't know, but I don't think that's how it works. Whatever.
Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Thanks, I'm gonna need a lot more than luck.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum, as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, pal! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got on the way in. I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final days of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Why I left court. I forget what voice I did for this guy, so I'm just gonna do like, oh, I'm an old man. I'm gonna do that voice. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it.
Alright, let's see. Really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. Wasn't running away or nothing. Went to buy some food for Polly. Let's press there. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Ugh, please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Grr, how am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? It's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I want to remind myself what our things are. Murder weapon, TL6 incident. Okay. Got no motive things, right? And I don't got one. Press. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past and or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who the witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Now, this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. Well, clearly it's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi. That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How are you gonna prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past? Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify to who this witness is. No one. There is someone! Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that you might have erased his fingerprints. Ask his parrot. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? Yeah, no, that's a great idea, actually. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? Oh, my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Yes. Yeah, suspicious. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of Of course, you should go through with, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy.
No, it's not. We've already determined that the parrot knows about the DL6 incident. Yeah, I'm definitely doing it.
Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Yay, I get to be a parrot.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who's your... Hello? Hello? Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Hello? Hello? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
Have we forgotten something? That's it.
As I recall, 2 days ago...
Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello? Aw, darn.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot?
Hello?
Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained that parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything?
I'm going to present this parrot with its own parrot! I don't know why I did that. What do you think about the witness's statement? Oh, I'm not sure I follow. Polly with a cracker. Let's just press again. I don't know. You can't understand. What should I say? I don't know. What's your name?
Polly, what's your name?
Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yeah. Of course it does. Huh? Huh, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name revealed the caretaker's identity is... I think it's this one. Let me just double check. Yeah, Polly Jenkins. Take that! The DL6 case file? It's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Suspect data.
It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named this parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my daughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Okay. So I'm thinking a little bit, because like the fact that this only bears the fingerprints on Edgeworth's right hand, and Yanni doesn't have any fingerprints helps, but that's not really what we're trying to figure out right now. Let me just press. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to a parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that our owner is Mr. Yogi. I'm gonna show this photograph. I don't want to present the photograph. I want to like show it to her. Hey, Dad Duckster, what's up? Press. I don't know. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe? Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack? 1288 1288 or 1228 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. I mean, it kinda does, but we don't have the evidence anymore. Okay, we're just gonna keep shifting today. We're in a fidgety mood. We're gonna keep shifting. Ooh, I should get my. You guys remember this thing? Squishy, squishy. I'm just gonna say actually it does, because I don't know. Actually it does. That's why I had her say it. Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. Could it possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Okay, wait. I'm gonna look for something. There it is. 1228 right there. Case summary. All right, we got it. I BS'd my way through this thing. The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this case file is something related to that safe number? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Ugh, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. Cool! Now let's do your ATM. It says nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. We're getting somewhere. Sup, Yanni? Tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Huh? I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years?
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Okay. Arrest him. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent in this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of the suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
not guilty.
Yay! That is all. The court is adjourned. Objection! There we go. Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma.
Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As ye have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh. What do I do? Raise an objection, I guess? I don't know. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Miles Edgeworth out. For 15 years,
I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident, your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. Why? We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. The court is adjourned. December 28th. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Uh-huh. Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it, in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. I love you. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Mwah! Exactly. Like, get a room, you two. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That would be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. I think it's the number of shots thing. See, that's my guess. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted to stop them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot. Then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Alright, I got it. Wait, one second. I wanna check. Oh, is it in the DL6 incident that says there were 2 gunshots? Oh yeah, the murder weapon was fired twice. Okay. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. All right, let's do this! That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials, and we went to leave, an earthquake struck, the elevator stopped, they lost their composure, began to argue, just then something heavy fell to my feet, I picked it up, and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. I should have double checked. Wait, I'm checking the court summary. Which page was it on? I forget. Ah! Weapon was fired twice. Victim data. Okay. Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. I see Bunny is up to her usual performance. Always. Also, look at this cute little Lego guy I have on my table. He's got wings and little claws, and I love him, and he's fun. Yerp. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy, at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had to do with the case? Yeah. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. No, Mr. Von Carver. Save no surprise for after we've seen the evidence. All right, show us the proof. Do you have evidence? I think this is the evidence, but I really don't know. Mr. Wright, please think how we feel having to even look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us ridiculous evidence, I feel, well, mocked. Oh, I mean, I don't really mean any harm by it, Your Honor. Not meaning... What? What? That wasn't it? Do you have evidence the second firing is related to this incident? Clues on the scene. Then so I trapped an elevator, phone, one bullet down the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Trapped an elevator. There it is! There it is! I found it! I found it! I found it! I found it! Look at this photograph!
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim was lying there. It's Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. The photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Joe, the judge, is a contradiction in this photo. Right there. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see, a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet, there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order, order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that... God, it's so dense. The murderer, of course! I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary? That's on page 1. Look at what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Huh? If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order, order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid we have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? See, if the thing was fired out the door, the bullet probably is, like, lost. Like, it's out of the elevator. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it, makes me laugh. What? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. Yeah. Employing my pathos doesn't help. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought those 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But no, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. Proving how young you are? Oh no. Nickelback. Oh, the only way I know that is from the meme version where they cut it out and make it say, look at this graph, and it just has like a bar graph. Yeah, no, I'm young. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one more thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? No. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright, I have an objection. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll figure it out. Your Honor, I have checked. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Gah. It must exist. The second bullet.
What? What did you just say?
Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor.
The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor.
I'm really grasping here.
It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us just who this murderer. Obviously Yanni Yogi. I'm still thinking about that one. It's Yanni Yogi! So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. There was some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Yeah, you had to find it. I don't know. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. Bah, what preposterous reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is the bullet would be proof. God, I'm so bad at this. They thought that the bullet would be used as proof? Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. How are you supposed to take a bullet from inside of someone? Like, excuse me, let me just grab that real quick. Sorry, excuse me. Wow, that one's gonna be a hard name to say. Father Mucker. Yeah. Not to call you out, but why didn't you make your bed today? You were the chosen one. Why the mess? Did I make my bed today? Technically, I did make my bed, but there's currently a cosplay sitting on it. I think. Now I want to look. Did I make my bed today? It's kind of made. It's made very poorly. Still waiting for money to mess one of these up? Yup. I will eventually. And then y'all will clip it. And it'll be something. But yeah, no, there's just a cosplay on my bed right now. Because it was here, like on this chair. And I was like, I need this chair, so I put it on my bed. Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? Of course not! I'm gonna have to... Okay, I didn't think it through. I don't know. This isn't going so well. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Ugh. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? I'm just saying, for instance, I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yeah, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yana Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yeah. Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Little baby Miles Edgeworth is adorable. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. But I can tell you're grasping, and I can't possibly deny the possibility of what you're saying. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick!
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth was dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months! Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured?
Which would mean... it could only mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh, man! Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh, should I come out and say it now? I think I'm gonna say save it for a better time. Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. This is my trump card. I better save it for the right time. Mr. Wright, something the matter? I'm fine, Your Honor. Shall we carry on with the trial then? That said, we have no further to go. All that is left is the finish. In other words, the verdict.
What? Not yet.
Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was the murderer. Yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect, which means your conjecture is worthless. And will be rejected, of course.
Nick, now's not the time to be holding on to that trump card. The trial's almost over.
All right, I may not know what I'm doing, but here goes. Your Honor, there is a suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor? The one standing right over there. You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal from my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Ugh.
Nick, let's find out who this doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Okay, what do we got? Okay. Ah! Wait! It's still in him! I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is the metal detector! He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trial, so then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. A metal detector! Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. He's so nervous! I refuse! You refuse? But refusing this means... you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order! Your Honor, the defense requests that be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Beep. There it is. Oh, that's an awful noise. It reacted. Something's in his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. This is a trial. It's Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it?
Can you prove that the bullet in Mr. Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm not the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? You would have thought you would dig your own grave. Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident.
I can.
And here is my proof.
I mean, I feel like it has to be this bullet, right? Like, we haven't used it yet. I don't really know how this is gonna work, but we haven't used it yet, so yeah. A bullet?
Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? And you may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words. The murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove that bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. How? I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. No! Get away. Get away from my father. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? So it was you. Ha! They had to animate that. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Jesus, this guy is unhinged. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock, like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was noise. Ah! I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all laying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Well, it was technically a memory. He just drew the incorrect conclusion from it, the memory. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! Man, being found not guilty of 2 murders in one day. Nice. That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh, okay. They're not gonna, okay. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. Yay! Lawyers, exactly. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this, but I love you. I know. Try. Thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You gotta learn, you got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lana. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you gonna do now, Lotta? Who, me? Aw, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Hairy butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that the exact amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? 38? No. No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Mr. Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off. Wait, only 15 years ago? What? Oh, okay. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. Yeah, I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah. Well, right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this is sure an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me. Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an unsufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Aww. Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after that, dinner on me. That's so cute. Still a drama queen, obviously. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. Wait, no. Oh, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. It's still only 5? Maybe I should go back to sleep.
What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So, I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Oh, Maya.
Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left! To the station! I mean, that's not a terrible idea. She should probably continue her training and then come back. I'm just saying. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya? So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
You should... I mean, she's not, like, dying. Let her go to the mountains for a bit. It's fine. Wait.
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Oh, show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. This is the evidence you helped.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convicted. He had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick?
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that. Is that what trains sound like?
So, this is it. See you soon.
Or see you soon, Maya.
Bye!
Thanks.
Thanks, Nick. Aw, so sweet.
And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney I once was. Now, a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Very cute, very cute.
So cute.
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? I like that they put little scenes in between the credits. It's very fun.
Huh?
Nick,
Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, but she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Same old butts. Right, yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Wasn't that a prosecutor from the first trial? I don't quite remember. Phoenix Wright. The defense attorney for whom I wrote that Adviant for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over the management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. You should be in the area. Please, stop by. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Masakazu Sugimori.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Oh, you know they finally put Hammer on DVDs, said thingies. Oh, not to know what DVDs let it worse. Oh, well, anyway, these days. I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure I owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? His voice was hard. I never quite got it right. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold or something standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, all right? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy at my tender age. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real, now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Aww, there actually is a ghost. That is so sweet. My enemy is there. Ow, ow! A brand new episode has been added. Oh. Nice. Okay. Let's... Oh, we're gonna watch the intro? Guess we're watching the intro. I did finish game 1. It was rough. Oh, this one's a stabbing. There's been so many guns, and now we get a knife. I guess there was a samurai sword. What, 2 separate stabbings that happened at the same time? Okay, we're going back to the title screen. I will lose save progress, which is good because then we can rewatch that intro. Yay! I finished game 1. Yay! Oh, excuse me. Well, that was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and oh, sorry. I told you, going to cons is hard. Oh, hello. But thank you for the hydrate. So I know it's a bit of a shorter stream, but I think I'm going to wrap it up there because obviously that's a great stopping point. We will do more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, but not for a little bit. I'm going to save that one for when I'm in Florida. I haven't quite decided what game is going to replace it. I'm kind of leaning towards revisiting Hogwarts Legacy. Another option would be starting Borderlands 2. My biggest worry is that I don't think I'm going to be able to finish Borderlands 2 before I leave because I only have like 6 weeks left. No. But I worry that I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, exactly. Borderlands 2 on my laptop will fry it. So I'm not going to... Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I want to play something while I still have my PC that, like, needs the PC. So that's why I'm thinking maybe I'll do some Hogwarts Legacy. Because we're still talking on the PC. This is not for the laptop. I have, like, 6 weeks left before... Oh, you think Borderlands 2 will be fine on laptop? I don't know. We're gonna stick to easy game because again, it's not about if the game can play on my laptop. Like it's a pretty decent laptop in that sense. It's if I can play the game and stream it. That's the problem. And so I'm sticking to simple games that don't have high graphics like requirements or anything like that. So we're just gonna stick to the simple ones. I've got some on the docket. Like, okay, some of the games I wanted to play while we were away. Bear and Breakfast looks adorable. Smooshy Come Home is on that list. Some other potentials is like Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. There were some I was gifted, like Who Pressed Mute on Uncle Marcus. Let's see, what are some other ones? There were more. Oh, Mail Time, that was another one. They're gonna be more like cozy games, just because those tend to be the kind of graphics that you can actually handle. Most benchmarks are saying the 2060 can do Borderlands 2 at 100+ FPS. Yeah, but I also have to stream it and it not crash. And I'm probably not gonna have an Ethernet cable, most likely. So yeah, I was thinking Hogwarts Legacy, not expecting to finish it, just playing it a bit more. Hi, Rat! We are just wrapping up the stream, but you're welcome to hang out for the last few minutes while we're chit-chatting. I have a tiny little avocado that when you squeeze him, his belly comes out, and it's really cute. Or I guess it's not his belly, it's his, like, pit. Whee! We can fix the Ethernet cable issue easily. Yeah, by buying an Ethernet. Come in and you end it. I see how it is. No, Rat, I love you. I'm sorry. There isn't that much overhead on streaming. It still makes me nervous. I've had too many streams that crashed, you know? Far too many. Like, you remember back in the day when it's like every time I streamed, it would like crash at least once. Like, that was like a very normal occurrence. Like, you left home already? Not yet, not yet. I have about 6 weeks, approximately. Give or take a little bit. Yeah, yield times. Exactly. So it's like, I just want to be careful. Like, I'd rather play games that aren't gonna push the limits of my laptop to make sure it doesn't crash all the time. Get the laptop situation sorted out? Nope! I have not. Yeah, when I had blue-green hair. I do also want to re-dye my hair. I just haven't. I just haven't. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't. Are you making a poll? You make a poll. Go for it. Go for it. Let the people decide. Squishy, 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 squishy. Although technically I may not take what you guys say. But yeah, I've got some games on the list that are gonna be less like resource intensive. Have you played DD? Dragon's Dogma 2? No, I've never even heard of that. What the heck is that? Now I'm looking it up. I'm assuming it's like a Steam game. I kind of figured that's why you brought it up. Dragon's Dogma 2. That's an expansive game. I'm saving up my expansive game for Fake Gamer Detected. Yeah, well, everybody knew that. Everybody knew that. Does this even look like a game? Oh, yeah. Single player, narrative driven action RPG. Lets players choose their own experience from the appearance of... That actually sounds pretty cool, but it has mixed reviews. I mean, is it very different than like Skyrim or Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor? Yeah, some issues for sure, really. You say that very knowingly. Maybe Bunny's new hair color? Yes. Ooh, blue and royal purple? Okay, okay. The vote is up for you guys, but I'm just gonna say I would not actually look good in red hair. Like, it's just... I would not. I think green, blue, royal purple, probably. I would absolutely love to have bubblegum pink hair. Like, I'm not gonna lie. One of the main reasons I haven't done it yet is because any pastel colors are just, like, impossible in terms of upkeep. Just so impossible. He didn't add bald to the poll. I would not pull off bald either. I do not have the right face shape. I would not pull off bald. There are some people that can really pull it off. Like, even like, you know, of my gender. I was about to be like female gender, but technically I feel like female is the name for sex. And I'm like, which one's the gender? I don't know, I'm confused. But I've seen people pull it off and they look great. And I don't think the half-shaved look, that I think I could pull off. Well, not like, you know, just like the little in the side. I think I could pull that off. But again, it's the upkeep. Because you have to, like, trim it, like, every week, or else it starts to look dumb. But also not, like, full shave, like, just, like, the like, buzz cut on, like, just here, and then, yeah. DJ, come here. Should go yell at him to vote in the poll. Actually, I kind of want to go yell at him. Wait, no, he's working. I can't interrupt him. He's working. Like actual, like, working. That'd be mean to interrupt him. You can message him on Discord. Bother him on Discord. Do it. I'll text him. I won't like yell at him to come in here. I'll just text him. It's late on a Sunday. I know. He didn't want... We just came back from Japan. Getting your bot pings at record speed. Hold up. I should say chat wants your opinion if you have a... Can't text. If you have a minute to pop on stream. There. No, I at least told him. Wow, you guys really love tying those polls. So we got blue, royal purple, and auburn /red. I wish I could see who voted for what. Wait, can I see who voted for what? I don't think I can see who voted for what. Wait, no, vote breakdown. Darn, I can't see who voted for what. I'm so curious! I am so curious. Although I guess, you know, if you made a poll unanonymous, it like... You were in Japan? Yeah, I was in Japan for 2 weeks. That's why I was gone for so long. Vacation? Yeah, it was very fun. The last VOD has a lot of the talk. If you wanna check it out. Sorry, I got distracted by my own ears. If you want to hear the stories, I talked about them in the beginning of the VOD last week. Would you buy you from Japan? I bought you a single matcha Kit Kat. It's on its way. But like not even like the two put together. Like I already broke it in half and like slipped it into an envelope. So it's like probably all melted and gross, but you know, it's on its way. All right, we got a nice little tie between red, auburn, blue, and royal purple. I'm gonna be honest, blue is very likely. Literal one, yeah, exactly. One single Kit Kat. But yeah, blue is very likely. Reconstructed, that's the least of my worries. All right, fair enough. Oh, Brownie's coming in a couple minutes, so we can kill some time while we're waiting for him to pop on stream. He said he's coming though, so you guys get some brownie content. I know you love that stuff. I know you love that brownie content. So yeah, I do actually think blue is decently plausible that I might go for it. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking back. We can re-poll. You can also just ask him, you know? With fewer options. That works too. Actually, yeah, you can redo the poll with just those like 3 options. Do a quick Bloodborne speed run while we wait. Heck yeah. I was looking, yeah. I have so many games that like I own, but either have never played or never finished. No, I don't have that one, obviously. I mean, I guess it's not obvious, but I don't have that one. WR? I don't even know what that means. Oh yeah, I don't really do console games. That's not really my thing. I've done a couple Switch games occasionally, but it was more just to hop on, like, trends, I guess. Oh, World Record Run. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know any of the acronyms or unless it's like POG. I do know DBD, Dead by Daylight. I know that one. What other ones do I know? I don't know many. I guess BG3, Baldur's Gate 3. I got that one. So yeah, it's pretty great, you know. Mario 64 run will do. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I haven't played many of the Mario games either. You have to understand, I did not grow up gaming. Gaming is a very new thing. Maybe the laptop can do Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, I'm counting on the laptop doing Baldur's Gate 3. I fully intend to buy the game and sink way too many hours into it when I'm sad and lonely and alone in Florida. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to stream it. So, I'm sorry. A little. Ramen. Hashtag ramen. Yeah, exactly. When I'm sad, lonely, and eating ramen. Subscribe. Hey, but you can't unsubscribe because what if I change my mind? You'll never know then. But yeah, not a true gamer girl. Sorry. The ears, they were fake. They were fake. Of course they were fake. If you never played it on stream, I will know. Yeah, well, you will know if I never play it, but if you unfollow me and then I do play it, you'd be missing out, you know? I thought you were going to Miami to ball out. I mean, can one really ball out? Also, not Miami. I'm going to Orlando. Oh, that's funny. If I can move my camera by playing with the cord. He. It's for her internship to a nightclub. Oh my god. Could you imagine? Me working at a nightclub. I mean, it would actually probably be really fun. I'm sure the tips are great. But nah, Disney internship. All the way in Florida for 7 months where I'll be sad and lonely. Bouncer bunny? Oh my god, could you imagine me being a bouncer? I'd just be like, excuse me, no, you can't bring, okay, it's fine, yeah, okay. Going for my crypto startup. Exactly. But yeah, no, it's a Disney internship. Yep. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna be very sad and lonely, but I'll have Disney. So, you know, when in doubt, go to Disney. Because, you know, what's better to do when you're sad and lonely than go to Disney, so. What else? I was trying to see if there was, like, any other, like, fun convention stories I could talk about while we're waiting for Brownie to get in here. Oh yeah, Rat, because you were late. I did a cosplay contest, and apparently it's on YouTube, so there's that. You have us and Mario 64 world record to conquer. That is fair. I do have that record to conquer. This poor little thing is getting damaged from how much I'm... See, because, like, when I do this, I like touching it. Like, it's a fun feeling, but I think the oils on my hands are, like, damaging the plastic because it's getting all weird up in there. Give her a sense of direction. I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, no, you shouldn't. Definitely shouldn't. But, yeah, I'm definitely not a speedrunner. I don't do anything fast. Oh, yeah, so at the convention, we were like running around, you know, seeing some stuff. There was like a competition video gaming room. And I was like, it'd be really fun to like compete in video gaming, but also I'm like, I'm obviously not good enough at any game to be competitive, and I don't really have the drive to get that good, you know? Because you have to like play the same game over and over and over and over and over again. And that's not really my style. I played as Calcifer and DJ Brownie was Hal. All right, get in here. We're vamping.
Okay, I can't stay too long because I gotta make dinner.
Yeah, well, we're about to end the stream anyway.
Cool.
Everybody, he's here. Do your stuffs.
What am I looking for?
Best roller coaster pulled right now. Oh, Rat, that's so cute. Thank you.
What is? Oh, it's the avocado.
The avocado.
Hey, Darth.
Get your pole going, X-Dragon. You're on the clock.
Thank you.
Congrats on the cause win.
Thank you very much.
Oh, hair color. Auburn blue or royal purple. For me.
For you.
I mean, it could be for you.
I'm gonna go... I mean, I have to see what Auburn would look like.
Dual dye? Yeah, I could do split color.
Watch cosplay, it was very lovely and not as bad as Bunny, she claimed.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube.
Ah, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I know, right?
I wish that wasn't on YouTube.
You want to tell your version of the story?
No. It's so bad. I thought the dance went so horribly. I literally walked off the stage and just started cursing at myself. I was like... But I guess we do have very high standards. If he says rainbow, unfollow.
You've already threatened to unfollow me like twice today, Rat.
Don't worry, that's not gonna happen. I was going more for the both of them, not 2-on-1. More for the both of them, not two.
Wait, what?
That's lost on me.
Oh, because PJ said blue roots and green.
Ah, I see.
And I think X-Dragon, you're saying like split dye, right? Like
DJ.
Oh, Bunny and DJ. Oh! I see. I
got
see.
you. I don't think I would look good with dyed hair, although I'd do it. I don't care.
You could do green.
I would, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Would you look good in green hair? I feel like you'd look good in, like,
would.
dark green hair, like forest green.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Or maybe just, like, the tips or something. Just little green tips. Just,
I think-
like the frosted tips, but they're, like, green instead of frosted.
I think for you, I'm leaning auburn or blue. I think
Really,
royal
auburn?
purple is too dark.
I
And
feel
that's
like
my
auburn
concern.
wouldn't look good on me. I don't know. I just don't feel like I have the skin tone for it.
Yeah, thank you, Darth. I don't think dyed hair would look good on me. The other problem is it wouldn't last long. Because, like, I would
your
need
hair's
to
so
cut my
short.
hair, and it would get too long too quickly, so it wouldn't be worth the effort.
So the only thing is you would actually look good in a very natural color, but a natural redhead shade.
Are we trying to change my man's? Bunny is pale enough to do auburn. I would agree
You
with
think
that.
so?
I agree. I would agree. I'm thinking auburn or blue.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, I do need to go make dinner.
Okay. I think you'd pull off a ginger. Like
me?
it would, yeah.
I mean, my beard comes in ginger.
Yeah. I mean, your brother kind of has ginger hair.
He has super red hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
we kind of already know it works on him.
Oh, I think I could. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're right. That's a fair point. Okay, I need to put stuff away still.
Okay. Bunny is pale enough to do auburn. Yeah, I am pale. I don't know. Let's see. I'm thinking blue. I'm leaning towards blue. Bunny can do no wrong. I can do much wrong. You clearly have not watched the stream enough today. I am very good at doing wrong. Yeah, I almost failed that last thing. But yeah, Rad, if you want to watch the cosplay thing, it's on YouTube, apparently. Yee. And I am gonna log off now because we've already vamped. Yeah, Rad, if you want to hear more about Japan, check out the beginning of Thursday's stream. If you want to hear more about SakudaCon, the anime convention I went to just the past weekend, as in literally like yesterday and today and the day before, check out the beginning of this stream. What's it called? You can't just say it's online and leave it at that. Well, somebody probably posted in the Discord. Yep, okay, it's in Discord under just random. It's there. You can find it there. It's there. It's there. All right, everyone. That is it for me today. We'll be back on Tuesday. I don't know what we're playing yet. I might try to see if Brownie can hop on for some It Takes Two. Otherwise, we might be playing some, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll be playing something on Tuesday. I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.